Guys, it's time for us to move beyond Darwinian evolution. It really is. Let's move beyond Darwin. I received a book, probably 15, maybe 17 years ago. It came in the mail, shipped right here to the ministry. It was from a Muslim, and he had done this big old journal, apparently independently wealthy. They sent this volume. It was a tome. I mean, the book had to be about that size right there. And I was trying to find it. It's in my library somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And it's about that thick. And this guy, Harun Yahya, is a Muslim, and he is presenting evidence against evolution. Now, he does believe in long ages, I'll tell you that. But he gives an incredible photographic documentation showing no evolution has taken place. For example, he shows a picture of an alligator and a fossil alligator. Now, according to the old Earth interpretation, and according to the evolutionary interpretation, this fossil alligator would be somewhere between 54 and 37 million years old. This one's from Germany. Now, when they examine the crocodile from somewhere between 37 million and 54 million years ago, they notice something. It hasn't changed. It hasn't evolved in that many years, in that many million years. There's been no change take place. It hasn't gotten a little bit better. Evolution hasn't done anything to the crocodile in over 30 million years. It's the exact same. The coelacanth. The coelacanth used to be the index fossil for rock that was 410 million years old. So he shows the fossil coelacanth. Well, not long ago, they discovered the coelacanth is still alive. If it's still alive, it certainly can't be guaranteed to be the index fossil of a rock 410 million years old. And when you examine the fossils of the coelacanth and the living coelacanth today, guess how much evolution took place on the coelacanth in 410 million years. Keep in mind, they say that humans evolved from apes, in just a couple million years. So we went from ape-like to human in a couple million years. 410 million years, the coelacanth hasn't changed at all. It's exactly the same as we find it in the fossil record. They find horseshoe crabs that are supposedly 450 million years old in the fossil record. When you compare the fossils of a horseshoe crab that are supposedly 450 million years old to a modern day horseshoe crab, guess how different they are? None. Guys, no evolution in 450 million years. Darwinian evolution didn't work on this guy, you'd have to say. You got more. There's the lizard. This fossil lizard they discovered is supposedly 200 million years old. When we compare that to a modern day lizard, it's the exact same. No evolution for 200 million years. They found a fossil spider that was supposedly 295 to 355 million years old. Guess how much the spider evolved in over 300 million years? Nada. Zero. Or you're just going to have to chalk this up and say, well, evolution just didn't work on that one. Or you'd have to say, well, it just evolved as high as it can go. That's as high as it can go. It's still dying. Like, why haven't they evolved the ability not to die? I don't understand that one. Salamanders, supposedly 125 million years old, have been discovered in the fossil record. And when you compare them to a modern day salamander, guess how much supposed change or supposed evolution has taken place in 125 million years? None. Zero. Nada. How about shrimp? They find shrimp that are supposedly 144 to 206 million years old. And yet the shrimp in the fossil record and the shrimp that are alive today are exactly the same. There's been no evolution for somewhere between 144 and 206 million years. The dragonfly, same thing for 150 million years. No evolution has taken place. They can do plants as well, ferns. You can find ferns in the fossil record compare them to what they are today. This fern is supposedly 300 million years old. Yet it hasn't evolved at all. At some point, guys, we've got to back up and go, maybe evolution isn't happening. Maybe it's not doing what they claimed it's doing, small, gradual changes over time. Because the fern hasn't changed in 300 million years, according to the evolution old Earth worldview. What about a garfish? They find fossil garfish. This garfish is supposedly 37 to 54 million years old. And no surprise to the creationists who believe it's not that old. Those died during the flood 4,400 years ago. Guess what? Zero change in the garfish from the fossil garfish that is supposedly over 37 million years old and a modern day garfish that you can go catch today. The poplar leaf, another one. I'm telling you, he goes through this entire volume. He has actually released two of them. There's a second one. This entire tome is nothing but example after example after example of things that have not changed at all. The poplar leaf that is supposedly over 37 million years old is the exact same as the poplar leaf we find in the fossil record. The stingrays, how would you even fossilize a stingray? I mean, seriously, when those die out in the ocean today, we see them out here at the beach. We see more manta rays, but anyway, you see them out here in Pensacola. When those die, they don't turn into fossils. They don't go down to the bottom and say, okay, I'm ready to harden and be, let my substance be replaced with minerals. They don't turn into fossils. Yeah, we find a fossil stingray, again, supposedly over 37 million years old in the fossil record. Compared to a modern day stingray, it hasn't changed its biology at all. Zero change in over 37 million years. That is scientifically, evolutionary, scientifically impossible. It would have changed quite a bit during those times. They find sardines. No surprise, the sardines look exactly the same as they do today. Millipedes have been discovered in the fossil record. Guess how much change there's been to the millipede? None. In 300 million years, no change to the millipede. Guys, I mean, don't take us for fools. It's not foolish to say Darwinian evolution did not happen. It's wise to show Darwinian evolution could not have happened. They've found crabs that are supposedly 50 million years old. They haven't changed. Rabbits have been discovered in the fossil record. They haven't changed. Sumac leaf in the fossil record, exact same as it is today. Guys, and this book goes on. I could literally spend about an hour and a half showing picture after picture after picture, showing what we see in the fossil record and what we see alive today are the exact same thing.